I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece. Wanna see some more?
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Hey, don't jump. Ready? Set.
First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Connects with Johnson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A handoff to Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go, son.
They go right back to Tracy. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Hey, Ken! Here we go, son. Go.
The throw left side, caught by Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
Check the field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catches on the roster.
And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Tracy.
Boom, 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 boom.
The Giants finish series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Well, hey, tip of the cap for really trying to seize control of an 8-0 lead here early. But the success from their opening drive didn't carry over into that two-point play.
And if anything, partner, really backfired because you gave them a chance to recoup a little momentum they lost, getting beat down with that drive. Not only that, but if this offense answers touchdown for touchdown, they can actually now take the lead.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. As Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throw left side, complete. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Let's go now.
They're going play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now they face 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish off their opening drive. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
You would kick it. Ooh.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Right.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Hyatt going in motion right. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Offense up to the line fast. Finds Hyatt. 12 yards on that play. A good call, and that's in the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw for Fields. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the gun, it's Tracy. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Fields on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Easy. Here we go, son.
Fields looking to throw. He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-6 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants.
Here we go, son.
Fields now on 3rd. And he's got it! Has a layup for it, but touchdown! The Giants take a second quarter lead. Here comes another 2-point attempt for the Giants.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Flush down out to his left. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on 1st. Going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress out of the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Running left, here's Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a slim 2-point lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31.
Here we go.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Seahawks with a dime look defensively, 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love. And the Seahawks get it back on his 6th interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Second and 8. That one's complete, right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push the lead to 2 scores now. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Starting from the 5. Fought off the tackle, but lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. And when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
And he's able to push this down to the 12. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Running with Walker again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
It's tipped away. He's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The decision is to take the 3. Out comes the field goal unit for this try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that grows their lead to 12.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And it's fielded but not returned from the end zone, so the ball's going to be placed at the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Angel, angel, angel. Here we go, son.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Escapes the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. He's got him. That's Tracy. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a one-score game before halftime. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Making this a 5-point ball game. They kick it off. Returnable from the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Well, right side, and Dobbs has it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
He'll throw it yet again. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down.
Well, that throw came pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks push the lead up to 12. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Here we go. We're good. Tonight.
First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Angel, Angel, Angel. Go.
Looking to throw. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Seahawks get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now is York to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Dropping back to throw. Pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Called in left side. There he goes again. Look at him go. He's to the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks grow the lead now to 22 points. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
Running this with Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Karen. Here we go, son.
Play action, Fields. Fork trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop?
Here we go, son.
That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that,
Here we go, son.
I promise you, some money will follow.
Right.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And they won't do it. So that ball's incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. This finds Downs. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
The give here on 2nd. He's within striking distance. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Three. Here we go, set.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Ready up.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Pass play now. He has the first over the middle. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Break.
Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He tries to sneak it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Seahawks keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Say hi.
Fields out of the gun. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Fields on 1st down. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Go.
Here's Tracy once more. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Touchdown, New York! So now the Giants going to try for 2 again.
11.
He's throwing for it! And the pass is the right call on the 2-point try, but we've got laundry on the field, so let's listen. Can't go out of bounds and be the first one to touch it coming back in. As they say, that is an easy call.
York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. Returnable from the 1. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Half the 60. Half the 60. Let's go.
Now an inside give to Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling our running backs, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. Back to throw. Taken in by Dobbs. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. Here's a throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag, or letting him establish possession for the score.
He's able to drive them forward into the red zone. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And that brings up 4th and short. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go. Good night.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense in the hurry up here. First down throw for Fields. Has his man, it's Tracy. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 48. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Puts his body on the line, and he got it. Offense up to the line fast. Another throw for Fields. Looking right, and he finds him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. I have to pick up the pace.
yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Setting up a throw. Fits it through the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch. Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Trying again, Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. It's a gain of 3. That leaves him only a yard shy on 3rd and goal. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Seahawks ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. And they'll take a knee.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they push their lead to 23.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
This return starts at the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Don't jump.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down.
Hurry up.
They set this up quick. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Pass cut by Tracy. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Escapes the pocket. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Giants using their first timeout. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Extend. Here we go.
From the 46. He's got him. That's Tracy. And he's going to be across midfield close to the 45 before going out. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Here we go, son.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go, son. All right.
One final shot here. Getting out to his left. Try and push it deep downfield. And that pass is dropped. Fitting. That would be their final play of the game as we've reached the end of this one. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from New York.